Hello everyone and welcome back to Thoughts on the Track. Today's episode will focus on the second track in the Feather Cup, which is GCN Daisy Cruiser. Before it was in this game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the Booster Course Pass, the track appeared in Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart 7, and I guess Mario Kart Tour as well. So how would it fare in its fourth appearance? Well, that's what we're aiming to answer today. It was a peaceful track in its original Double Dash form, a track that made Daisy, I guess, much less jarring than her whole "Hi, I'm Daisy" tagline. So now let's talk about it in its HD form, shall we? First, we gotta talk about its track comparison, which is something I started in the last episode. So basically, what track is Daisy Cruiser most similar to? Well, I could be lazy and say GCN Peach Beach, considering they share the same music and pretty similar vibes. But instead, I'm gonna go with DS Cheap Cheap Beach, specifically the version that we see here in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The music is still incredibly similar, and with its peaceful blue skies and waters you can drive through, I think the two tracks are very reminiscent of each other. With that out of the way, let's now discuss Daisy Cruiser's track design. You start by driving around this circular shaped area with some Goombas floating around in the water. You also have this neat shortcut at the end that has been preserved where you can drive past these clams that want to chomp you. But before all that, you get through a section with tables moving around. I don't think the tables are nearly as vicious as they were in Double Dash, but let's be honest, Mario Kart games have just generally decreased in difficulty anyway. However, the neat twist now is that the tables spin as they move. Daisy Cruiser has a simple design but a unique concept. You're driving on a cruise ship. And the turns, they're all pretty easy. You can get some purple drifts here. I wish some of the difficulty was saved, but hey, that shortcut at the end is still great as usual. Now we gotta talk about the track artwork, and that's where this track truly shines. It's clearly a serene day with the bright blue sky and the glistening swimming pool that you can now drive through. Well, you could drive through it in Mario Kart 7 too, but you get the point. I do appreciate the inner tube Goombas being added to the swimming pool. Goombas have long been an underrated character for me. I mean, here's all the proof you need, 6 years ago. Notice how I made a Reasons Goombas Are Epic video before Nico BBQ did. His video got some more views. Anyway, on top of that, there's now Toads and Shy Guys in the table area, making it all seem more festive as a cruise ship should be. It's not one of the absolute prettiest tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because there's so many of those, but Daisy Cruiser is certainly an eye-catching drive. Finally, let's address the music. It sounds pretty similar to the original until you realize some of the subtleties of live orchestration. The biggest addition here is the added strings in the background. They very much are just a complement to the main melody, but they add an extra soaring feeling. But because strings now have some prominence, the epic bass line from the original is now less prominent, and I can't really hear it as much during a race. That's a shame because it's very smooth and something I distinctively remembered about the original. Still, in any case, it's a calming song that fits well with the theme. Overall, I'd rate the track design as an 8 out of 10, with my one minor complaint being that it's almost too easy. The beautiful vibes of the track give the artwork a 9 out of 10. No real complaints. The only reason it doesn't get a 10 out of 10 is because there's so many beautiful tracks in this game, so the standard is just so high. And the music only gets a 7 out of 10 because, well, I missed that funky bass line, what can I say? Overall, that gives this track a very solid rating of an 8 out of 10. I think it's safe to say that this is the best rendition of Daisy Cruiser there has been, which is what the expectation should be with these sort of remakes. Anyway, what are your thoughts on GCN Daisy Cruiser's remake? Let me know what you think in the comments. We should be coming back soon with Wii Moonview Highway, and oh boy, can't wait to discuss that one. Bye bye.